Hey y'all, get ready to meet stories. Now I heard this girl literally trying to fight me over a boy that was like, girl, you can do so much better. You are too pretty to be playing around like this. Like, come on now. Okay, the girl in the situation's name is Kamaya and the boy his name is Anthony. Those are fake names because I don't want them to like see this. So we gonna be smart today and make some fake names so they don't see this. But let me stop yapping and get into the story time. So basically me, Kamaya, and Anthony basically had our like little trio or whatever, and I really should listen to my For You page when it says trios don't work. Because they don't. I'm gonna just get to the good part. Basically, we were out shopping at the mall, and this time it was just me and Kamaya. Anthony was somewhere else. So we just came out of Sephora because, that's my babe. She was like, I need to talk to you. And I said, okay, girl, what's up? Like, what happened? Basically, she proceeds to say, she's like, I don't know if I really want to be friends anymore because you've been a little too close with Anthony. Looking at her like, what? Girl, you know that girl. Like, girl, please don't start. Like, don't start. I just got my Sephora. Like, why are you doing so much? And mind you, this girl literally had a crush on this boy since we were in, like, the 3rd grade. And she told me before, but I kind of just forgot about it because like it's been so many years. Then it kind of all made sense. I was like, oh, you're jealous. But really, Anthony and me are like this, baby, we're best friends. I don't like him. He's okay. So then she's like, well, I still don't want to be friends. I don't really care. And I'm like, okay, girl, I'm just gonna go call my mom and get home because you're not finna to disrupt my Sephora haul. Mind you, my mom literally drove us both there, so I kind of felt bad that like she wasn't gonna really have a ride. Like she would have to wait for a ride because you're not hopping in my car since you don't want to be friends anymore. Also, y'all, I have my blanket because it's freezing. Don't mind how bad I look, but anyway. So I start walking away, and she's like, wait. I'm like, what? And then she's like, what you trying to do? And I'm like, girl. Meanwhile, she's like a leprechaun to me. So I'm like, I honestly just ignore her because, girl, you're disturbing my shopping day, and that's not what I came here to do. So then I keep walking to my car and I drive home. And when I get home, I do my little Sephora haul. And then I tell Anthony all about it because what? Like, girl, why are you doing too much? Then Anthony starts dying out laughing because the whole situation is like a big flunk. Like, girl, he's literally gay. I don't understand why you're doing all that. Then she started posting on her story talking about some big litty. Girl, wrap it up. Anyways, this video is already 3 minutes, so let me know if y'all want a part 2 and stay tuned. God bless. Bye.
Why is my best friend actually in love with my boyfriend? My boyfriend plays soccer, but he's on 2 different club teams, so I don't make it to all his games. But my best friend will text me every time before his game. I don't know how she finds out he has a game, because he said he didn't tell her, like, there's no one else on the team that she knows. And also, he's the only person that's on both the teams. Like, no one else is on both of these club teams. So there would be no one else that she would be asking or going there for. So every time that I say I'm not going to the game, she's there, and he tells me. But, like, she's never been to a game that I'm at. And the weird part is, like, his games, even the home ones, are, like, at least 20 minutes away. And the away ones are even farther. And she goes to the far-ass away ones that I can't make it to. Now, I've known about this for a while since it started because he's been telling me. But I haven't said anything or done anything about it because I was like, whatever. Maybe there's another reason she's there. I don't know. She's just bored, needs something to do. But he said that, like, every game, she'll come over and be like, good job, congrats, blah, blah, blah. Or, I'm sorry if they lost, whatever. Last week, at his game, he said that she, like, was coming over to him and, like, starting conversation. And she was talking to him, it was super duper flirty, and he just kept saying, like, I have to go. And he got in his car and called me and told me about it right away. So now I'm getting ready to go to his game, and I told her that I'm not going. If she's there, then I'm gonna confront her and be like, what the fuck? Which, by the way, I know she'll freaking be there because she's at every single one. And, like, I guess there's been other instances where, like, the 3 of us have been together, like, at a party, whatever, in school, where she has been kind of flirty, but I was just always like, okay, I'm right next to her. So I guess at the last game, she, like, went over to him after the game was over, and she was like, she pulled up this picture on her phone of, like, this girl on her boyfriend's back, like, after one of his soccer games, and she was like, can we recreate this picture? And he was like, no. He was like, no, and I have to leave. But he showed it to me. Like, he found the picture that she was showing him. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, you don't take that with someone that's not your boyfriend. Let alone your best friend fucking boyfriend. No. But I'm actually excited to go and confront her. Me and my boyfriend have been together for like almost 2 years now. And everything was fine up until recently. They never even really talked unless I was there up until her and her boyfriend broke up. Maybe like 4 months ago. And that's when she started going to all his games. Okay, I also just remembered this other thing that happened that, like, I didn't think it was that weird at the time, but she had texted me and was like, hey, can we hang out? And I was like, sorry, I'm with my boyfriend right now, but if you wait until, like, blah, 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 whatever time, we could hang out, do whatever. And so she's like, okay. And then she shows up at my house, knocks on my door, and was like, let's go to Target. All three of us can go. I was like, okay. Like, I was kind of fine with it because I was like, whatever, like, we have nothing to do anyways. We'll just go. She made him drive, but raced me. Literally sprinted to his freaking car and sat in the front seat. And me and him just looked at each other, we're like, okay. Time to go confront her.
Since school is out and I graduate next week, let's tell the story of the time one of my exes asked if he could spend Valentine's Day with his girl best friend. Just to set the tone, this is probably one of the worst relationships I've ever been in. We're gonna call the guy Tyrone and then his girl best friend Sandy. So Sandy and Tyrone became best friends after me and Tyrone were already together. And to be honest, I didn't do too much about it because nothing was weird. Also, me and Sandy were cool, so what do I really have to worry about? Around the time of this situation, me and Tyrone had also had a conversation about trust because I thought he was cheating on me, which he was, but at that time I didn't know that, and that's also not this story time. With that reassurance, I didn't really have much of a reason to do too much, at least until around like the weeks leading up until Valentine's Day. There'd be times where we'd be on FaceTime and then Sandy would call him and he would hang up to go talk to her. This eventually started to annoy me because there'd be times where he'd be like, oh, I'm gonna call you back, and then he would never call back. So after a while, I just kind of was like, hey, what is Sandy doing or talking about that's so important that you have to hang up every single time? And Tyrone was basically like, oh, she's just really depressed right now. Like her boyfriend broke up with her and it's really taking a toll, blah, blah, blah. And then he says like, oh, but if it bothers you that much, then I just won't help her or try to make her feel better. Anyway, I basically tell him I didn't mean it like that, and then I end up apologizing. Oh my god. And even though I apologized, he still went and like told Sandy that I complained, I guess. Saying that like I had an issue with her calling him so much, and I guess that caused her to like build up some resentment towards me or whatever. Valentine's Day fell on a Monday, and Sandy on Friday basically asks like, oh, Tyrone, can we hang out Monday after school? She asked on Friday, but he didn't tell me until Sunday night. It's Sunday, we're on the phone, and then he randomly brings up if it's okay if he hangs out with Sandy after school tomorrow. So I'm obviously like, tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Don't you think we should be with each other and then you can hang out with Sandy on like Tuesday or something? And he was like, oh, well, she had asked me first and I already said yes. So I cut him off. I'm like, what do you mean you already said yes? He's like, oh, well, she probably didn't even know it was Valentine's Day, and I think she just wanted to hang out because it's been a while, blah, blah, blah. Whole lot of nothing. So then he realizes that I'm like quiet and not saying anything, and then he gets upset. He's not talking to me, he's talking at me. He's like, oh, I don't know why you're so freaked out. I'm trying to help out my friend and you're painting me out to be the bad guy. And like 3 minutes go by of complete silence, and then he goes, I would have never expected for you to be so selfish, but I guess whatever you say goes, so I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. And now usually this wouldn't move me, but it was sophomore year, so not too much. So he hung up and then I started crying. Then at 1 o'clock in the morning, I apologized to him for being selfish. Then I text, you can go with Sandy, happy Valentine's Day. These are the type of stories I don't like to tell because it just makes me look so dumb. But we are finished. Deuces, deuces, and deuces.
Good morning, get ready with me while I tell y'all a story time about how I got caught with a boy by both my mom and my dad my freshman year of high school. Only got like 16 minutes till my bus is supposed to be here, but she be tripping. So I'm gonna try to speed it up. My bus stop in my freshman year of high school, I'm not name dropping because I'm still in high school, but my bus stop used to be right down the street from the school that everybody from my middle school went to. And since I just went into my freshman year in my 9th grade, I still talk to all my friends. So since they went to a different school than me and I went to an all-girls school, it was more boys at their school. So me and my two best friends used to get off the bus and walk down to the school. Now, my mom did not know about this because why would I tell my mama where the niggas at? I'm looking for the hoes. The fuck? Okay, so I don't tell my mom where I'm going. I tell her that we are going to like Starbucks or the library after school, so she has no idea where I'm at. And then on Thursdays, I had this program that me and one of my best friends did together, and she would pick me up later and wouldn't pick me up from one of those other locations, but where the program was at, because I did the program. So I had the program on Thursdays, and one Thursday, me and both of my best friends have time after school. So we're like, let's walk down to this school and turn up, you know. To be clear, there were boys at my school, but I didn't have any classes with them. They were like, the boys' school and the girls' school was separated. So it was not like we never seen a boy before. Also, they weren't really like, yeah. It was just fun. I wanted to introduce my besties to like everybody like I was in middle school with, and for real, we was vibing. Like nobody had no issues. It was fun. I started talking to this boy. We're gonna name him Q. And at this point, I don't have a phone, y'all. It's been so hard for me to keep a phone like with my mama. That's the story for another day. So, I tell my best friend Shania about Q, and she was objecting to me talking to him. She was like, I don't want you to break his heart. He seems so nice. Really what's crazy is just listen to the story. So now I'm trying to go to the school more often now that me and Q are talking. I'm trying to be there all the time. I'm trying to see my man. Like, that was not my man. I was just a freshman and it was something fun to do. So I always wanted to go and see him. Since I didn't have a phone, we never fell asleep on the phone. It wasn't that type of talking, but we would definitely text each other good morning and good night and like talk when we could. And I would try to come see him when I could. But one Thursday, I told my mom, my mom knew that I had the program, and me and my best friends walked down to the school. Usually, we all used to hang out in the gym or like in this outside area with benches, but no, me and him go outside and we go to talk. Like, we're literally just talking. That's all it is. Why do I hear a skirt? We're on the street where there is cars, but I peep, it is my mama's car and my daddy in the passenger seat. I didn't stop to think, is that my mama? Is that her car? I got my backpack and I ran. I went to go find my best friends. And I was in a panic. I was like, we gotta go. We cannot stay here. My best friend's looking at me like, girl, what the hell is going on? What are you talking about? I'm like, my mama. So after me panicking to my best friends, they grab their shit. We go and we take a whole nother block and then like cross the street to get back on the street that we used to walk to the program. And then my mom pulls up next to us. I was trying to create the illusion that my mama didn't see me. Like, I ran so fast that she didn't see me. But after this situation happened, I talked to Q again. He told me my mama hit the reverse on that car real quick and looked back. By the time she had did that, I wasn't even there. My mom pulled up and she like, what you doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm going to like the program or whatever. And she like, get in the car. You know what? I hug my best friends, and I get in the car. We cool it. We don't really talk in the car, but we never really talked in the car anyways. I think my mom and dad was talking. But then we went to Wawa and I got me like some good eats from Wawa. Like, I was feeling good. I was like, oh, okay, so she must have not saw. Mind you, at the time, the uniform I had to wear for the school that me and my best friends went to was a green fit. We look like leprechauns. It's hard to miss us, yo. We leave Wawa, we go home, I change my clothes, I take my shower, I go in my room. I'm ready to sit down and eat now. I need some napkins out the cabinet, so I go into the kitchen. I go into the kitchen, I grab the napkins, and I'm not thinking nothing of it at this point. I done texted Q, told him that I'm home and everything. I'm really like, I'm chilling. My parents are in the living room, and the way my house is really an open setup for the kitchen and living room there. You get there, like, this really big thing that's like split in half. You can see into both of them. So my dad is sitting on the couch. My mom is sitting on the chair up close to the TV. And as I'm going into the cabinet, my dad's like, all right. I'm like, yeah? You're not fast enough. Huh? So that was his way of letting me know that when I ran after my mama car went past before she hit that reverse, they called me. They saw my ass. I still went in trouble. We never really talked about it again. My mama still even bring it up. I don't think she really remembered that because it weren't really that big deal. Like, we really was just talking. I just know that I was supposed to be at that program and I was talking to that boy. But yeah, that's a story time.
Get ready with me for school story time on how I fought my teacher. First of all, this girl always had a problem with me. Like, I wouldn't even be talking to her. She always looking at me funny. She would always tell me to be quiet when there's like 20 other kids talking. But let me tell you actually like how it started. Basically, I asked her like twice if I could use the bathroom, and she said once you're done doing your work. So I'm done doing my work, and I asked again, I'm like, can I use the bathroom? And she says, no, you can wait like 20 minutes. So I wait the 20 minutes. And then I ask again once the 20 minutes are up, because like I'm counting the minutes in my head. I'm looking at the clock. She tells me, she's like, girl, can you stop asking? She didn't say girl, but she said, can you stop asking? You know, I had to put my little lingo on it. And then I'm like, what do you mean stop asking? You said I could go once I'm done with my work, and then you said I had to wait 20 minutes. Can I go to the bathroom? And then she was like, I just told you you're going to have to wait, so go sit back down, and da-da-da, you're disturbing the class, and all that. Girl, first of all, how am I disturbing the class when you literally told me I could use the bathroom? Like, don't even start. Don't even start. Then I'm just like, okay. Like, then I just go sit back down, because, girl, you're getting on my nerves, and I need a second to decompress. And then somebody else asks, and she lets them go. So then I rise up, and I'm like, can I go after them? And she's like, didn't I just tell you have to wait? And then I'm like, well, I didn't have to wait. Like, I could have been went to the bathroom and came back by now, but you won't let me. And now someone else has to go. And of course, it's the girl that I don't like. So she's going to take an extra 20 minutes just to use the bathroom. It's just getting weird. Like, you could have just been let me use the bathroom, then I could have been back, and you could have kept yapping with your math session. Like, it didn't really have to be all this. So then 20 minutes, like for real, 20 minutes. Like, I looked at the clock, I checked it, 20 minutes go by. And then the girl finally comes back, and then I'm like, can I use the bathroom now? And then she's like, go ahead. And I'm like, thank you. Like, finally, girl. Like, was it that hard? And then I take just as long as the other girl did, because I'm trying to see if she tried to say something to me again. So then I knock on the door, they open it up, and I walk back in the classroom. And as soon as I get in there, she's like, what took you so long? Y'all, when I use this, don't talk about it. I know it's already a shake match. But anyways, I'm yelling at her. I'm like, girl, that girl took longer than me, and you still have a problem with how long I took in the bathroom? Girl, get off the pedals. Like, step off the bike. Please, please. Because that girl took just as long, y'all. Like, just as long. Like, it's getting to be really weird. Like, forgot to use primer. I just memorized that. But I'm going to use the slash combo. And Brielle says it's good, so we're going to try it again. Okay, that low-key took a minute. But now I'm just, like, yelling at the teacher because why are you on my neck? And then she's like, go to the principal's office. I'm like, no, I'm not going to the principal's office. And then I clock her right in her face. I didn't hit her. I mean, like, I'm talking, like, arguing with her. So then she, like, starts getting in my face, and I'm like, girl, get out of my face, da-da-da. And then she's like, I'm finna call the dean or security or whatever. And then I try to run out of the class, and she grabs my arm, and then I slap her, and then she hits me, and then I punch her, and then... Moral of the story, if a teacher is treating you unfair, y'all, tell someone... especially for a long time. Don't let it just sit, you know. Quick OTD, let me know if y'all want a part 2 to see what happened afterwards. Genetics, braces, Kendra Scott, Sheen, don't know. Actually, no, I got it out of my mom's closet. Sweatpants are from Sheen. And then I'm probably going to wear either Crocs or my Panda Dunks, I don't know. Peace out, y'all. Oh, and thank you guys so much for 30.
Get ready with me to go fight this girl I've been beefing with for the last 6 months. Honestly, I'm so mad because I just did my makeup and she's talking about she's coming right now. Like, is it ever that deep? So let's really do this. Honestly, I don't care. I just want to get it over and done with because she's actually dragging it. And if you want to get beat up, that's on you because I'ma eat. Like, I'ma eat her up. Like, come on now. Anyways, I'm going to take off my lashes because I'm not trying to get my lashes pulled off. I would take off my makeup, but I don't have time. She says she's legit coming here in 5 minutes, so... She's talking about be outside in 5 minutes. I'm on my way. Anyway, I'm just gonna wear this hoodie because ain't nobody snatching my wig off. You got me so messed up if you think you're gonna snatch my wig off. I think I'm just gonna wear some tights as well. I'm gonna take off my lashes because, girl, why is everybody in this house so loud? But basically, this girl has been literally beefing with herself
I haven't even been saying nothing, but I'm like, girl, if you're gonna keep talking, then just come to my house. I sent her my address, and I was like, bro, just pull up. Like, what are we talking about? Should I wear my elastic band just in case? Girl, I'm not trying to get this wig snatched. Like, yeah, but she's been posting stuff on her Instagram. She's been posting stuff on Snapchat. So I'm like, bro, pull up if you have an issue. Anyways, I think she's outside. Let me go check. She's not even here yet. Alright, let me check if she's outside. Apparently she's outside.
Get ready with me for a fight at school after like 2 or 3 months because this girl's still going on. So, like I said, I'm gonna give y'all the story time, but I also have to rush because it's 6:58 and I leave at 7:15. Basically, it's the same girl last time when I posted to get ready with her for a fight, except we could not fight because that day there was too much going on, so we could not fight. I guess she's still mad because I have her blocked. Like, she's still mad because I block everybody from our school because it's like, why do people from school need to have this account, you know? And people are telling me that she's talking about me, like, going around the school and stuff, like, talking about me. It's just giving, like, what did I do to you? Like, I ain't do nothing to you. And she's talking about me and stuff like that. We were supposed to fight last time, but she didn't come to school that they were supposed to fight. So, I don't know if she's coming to school today, but it's just sad that we were planning out this fight in this group chat. Basically, long story short, she's going around the school, spreading rumors about me, lying, saying that I was talking about people, having people come up to me and say, why were you talking about me? The whole time I wasn't talking about anybody. Because I blocked her from my social media platform. Like, am I in the wrong for that? So, let me know if I want to update and want to know how this fight goes. But, like, low-key, I have to hurry up. Can this go? Thank you. Like, it's taking forever to squeeze out. Going around school, all because I blocked her, spreading rumors about me, and stuff like that. So, this isn't the same girl, but tell me why a teacher comes up to me, right? And a full-grown teacher comes up to me. He's like, can I have your autograph? I was like, what? He's like, you're TikTok famous. And then he was like, and then he told another teacher, she was getting ready to go on a 2-man. They started laughing. I'm like, who told you that? So, like, some student, not the girl that I'm about to fight, but some student probably went around telling people that I have to get ready with my account. It's, like, weird to me because, I don't know, I can't. Every time that same teacher sees me, he's like, can I have your autograph? And I don't find it funny. Yeah, the girl basically was talking about me in algebra class, like, coming for me, talk about my family. It's like, what do you talk about my family for? Because it's like, what did they do, you know? She's talking about my family. For what? That's why nobody likes your videos and just saying all this stuff like, girly pop, how do you even have my account if I blocked you? About the first time we fought, like, we almost fought. So I go to the bathroom because she's like, okay, meet up at the bathroom. I'm like, okay, I really don't have time for this. You want to fight? So to the first hit. And she's just standing there. I'm like, girl, like, you want to fight? I really don't want to fight you. So just throw the first hit. So that way, like, I would be like, she hit me first. I wouldn't get in trouble. She's just standing there. And we're standing there for like 15 minutes. She ain't doing nothing. Then the bell calls her for dismissal. So it ends like that. Her friends are giving me stink faces. It's just so awkward, like, when she leaves. But that's what happened. Oh, yeah, so I finished my little makeup, but I'll update y'all, like, probably today after school. So let me know if y'all want to update. But if you stayed all the way, comment down below a blue heart. Bye, guys.
Part 2 of this girl trying to make my life a living hell and why patience is key, because trust me, I was losing patience real bad. But yeah, she walked in between me and my friend so she could roll her eyes at me. Then her and her little minions came back together at the end of the hallway and started laughing and giggling like, I should be. So at this point, I'm like, oh yeah, like, baby, you're not about to play me no more. So I'm trying to do the peaceful thing, and I decided to move my seat at lunch so, you know, I wouldn't have to deal with the BS at lunch of her, like, looking at me a certain type of way. And she moved her seat. Sorry, I was getting a little frustrated. She moved her seat at lunch to stare at me from another table directly in my face. Like, so since I can't do anything, I got some of my friends to help me out with this little too much on this side, but we're not gonna talk about it. But yeah. So one of these days I had walked through her and her friends while they was talking, just so she knew war has started. So yeah, since you're so used to staring at me in the hallway, since you got a little crush on me, we gonna do the same thing back. So since you want to casually bump people in the hallways every day, I casually got my friend to bump you in the hallway and you made friends with the flow. How about that? But that wasn't it, Pookie. I figured out where you live at, so I was sitting in front of your house. But you was at a dang Ed Sheeran concert. How you gonna be a bully and be at an Ed Sheeran concert? And no hate to the Ed Sheeran fans, but like you can't be no bully and listen to Ed Sheeran. But yeah, I could see why you an Ed Sheeran fan, cause you know all them love songs he got you Delulu with no Salulu. I'm gonna let this sit on my face for a little bit. But yeah, after that, then I tried to set you up. It failed sadly because your parents was outside. But if they wasn't, you would have saw me. Trust and believe. So I got my boyfriend to text her, and all he said was hey to her. But basically what I was trying to do was I was trying to get him to like text her, flirt with her a little bit so she'd come outside the house. And then poof, it's me, mother. But then you went around telling all his homeboys that he liked you again because he told you hey. Like you thought that hey was your solution to your delusions? No, Bookie, you was getting set up. But it's okay. I had something else for you. So yeah, I was talking to my friend in the hallway and I knew she was going to turn the corner to go to that hallway. So what I did was I waited for her to turn the hallway and I screamed out loud for the whole hallway to hear me. Like everybody got quiet. And I pointed her dead in her face and looked at her straight in her eyes and I said, if this little girl don't stop messing with me, I'ma mess her up. And she got scared and ran to the classroom like a little. But yeah, after that little comeback, like a little punk that she is, she stopped messing with me at school. You know, everything was cool. She was still giving me them little death stares. I really didn't care because she knew what was up. She knew what was up. So by the time graduation came, I just wanted to talk to her like a little civilized human being like we are. And by that I meant I wanted to slap her with my diploma. But when I saw her, she ran away. So, womp, womp, womp. But yeah, she really tried to play me, but guess who ended up looking like the pussycat? Not me. All I'ma say is stay inside, because I know where you live at. But yeah, at the end of the day, patience is key. But yeah, all that picking she was doing, guess who still ended up with the man? And guess who still ended up with the crown? Mwah. No bars.
Get ready with me while I tell you how I was in a fight and lost. Pretty much, me and this bitch have been beefing for like, I want to say like a year now. For no absolute reason. She just hated me, just looked at me and just was like, I hate her. You don't know me, but you hate me? Crazy. She would always text me, pull up, like I'm ready to fight. Like, bitch, I'm dragging your ass. And I'm like, that's crazy because I don't even know who you are. I don't talk to you, so why am I pulling up? So I want to say like a couple days have gone by and like she kept texting me like pull up and people were giving out my address. I was waiting for her to pull up at this point. I was not going to waste my time pulling up to a house for no reason. So that's not all. So then I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like, I don't care. She hates me. Cool. Like, she doesn't even know me. I don't know her. And then she would make rumors about, yeah, she's so big because she's pregnant. Like, all she does is eat cheeseburgers because of her pregnancy. And it was like a failed abortion. Who would ever say that in a million years? That is disgusting. But mind you, she wasn't telling me it. She was telling like her best friend and other people it. And she didn't know that I was best friends with them. So my best friend comes over to me and she's like, yo, this girl is just like saying so many rumors. And then what I just told you guys. Okay, I'm a big girl, but she's like bigger than me. Like, I'm not a body shamer. I don't body shame. But if you're going to talk shit, spread rumors, okay. Like 300 pounds max, like there's just no way I could have won. And like, no guys, I'm not coming at you guys for being like, if you guys are like that, I'm not making fun of you guys. But her, yes. And at this point, I didn't even care if I was getting my ass whooped. I don't even know what was going through my mind. I think just a whole bunch of adrenaline. So I didn't really like think before I did anything. Not to mention, she did wish a death upon me and my so-called baby. So I just like, I can't tolerate that anymore. Like, that is just disgusting. So I ran up from behind and fucking snatched her to the ground. But knowing she's like way bigger than me, I didn't even care at this point. I had so much adrenaline and I'm just like, I just want to like beat the fuck out of her. Even if she beats me up, I don't care. But like, it just needed to be done. Like, she needs to learn her fucking lesson. And then my friends are jumping in. Her friends are jumping in to get me off. And like, they're like ripping my fucking scalp. But where? Mind you, my hair stayed this curled the whole time. And clearly I'm perfectly fine, no scratches, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, I was under her most of the time because she was basically sitting on me, but I guess I call it me losing. Like, me personally, I don't like to fight things out. Like, that was my first fight ever. I don't like to fight things out because of anger. But, like, I was angry, and all that matters, she needs to learn her lesson because she's still talking shit about me. So she'll learn one day, you know. Love you guys.
Story time on my first fight. Y'all, like, I was in 5th grade, my first fight. My mama and my big sister left me and my little sister at home. We was outside playing with the kids outside. Y'all, why me and my sister tried to jump this girl Chanel, and she beat both of our ass. Chanel was a big and bad bitch. I think she's still a big bad bitch. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Chanel was known for beating bitches up. And for some reason, I thought I was untouchable. Never had a fight, but thought I was untouchable. I think I was mocking her, and she gave me a warning, said she was gonna beat my ass. And I don't remember, like, she didn't beat my ass for like nose bleeding, breaking, none of that. I just know that I didn't win the fight. Me or my sister didn't win the fight. I don't even remember the fight for real. All I remember is my glasses coming off. I'm looking for my glasses. There was some new glasses. My glasses was thick as fuck, and it was very expensive at the time. So as soon as my glasses fell on my face, I stopped. Not even knowing that she's beating my sister ass on the side still. So then I try to jump back in, and then I don't even remember, but the fight was over. So, my mama and sister come back home. We go in the house after the fight. Me and my sister go in the house after the fight. My big sister and my mom come home. We talking to my big sister in the living room. We was like, yeah, we just beat up Chanel. Yeah, we just whooped up Chanel ass. And my sister's like, I'm gonna go outside. First of all, my mama overheard us talking about it. And she was like, that's why y'all ass staying in the house. We like, oh my gosh. But my mom thinking we won. My big sister go outside to hear what everybody's talking about us fighting. She come back in with some, they said y'all lost. we in the house. We did not know that we got our ass beat. Like, I should have known, but like, we did not know that we got our ass beat. She was like, yeah, they said y'all lost. We was like, what? And I was like, no. She was like, everybody. We was like, even the people next door, because we was cool with the girls next door. So I was like, even the girls next door. She was like, everybody said y'all lost. And we was just like, oh. So mom told us we couldn't go back outside. It was cool because we just got our ass beat by the girl Chanel. And it's crazy because we didn't go to school with the girl Chanel at first. So then we ended up transferring to the school that she went to. And we was like, damn, we probably have to fight this bitch again. But no, it never came up. It never came up in the school. Like, she never told nobody that she beat her ass. We never told nobody we got our ass beat. And it was cool.
Get ready with me for a fight. So there's this girl that wants to fight me, and honestly the only reason I'm gonna go is because I don't want to seem like a scaredy cat. Let me give you all some context so you understand. Basically, this is a girl that I went to high school with, and ever since I started posting videos about me being pregnant on TikTok, she always has something negative to say. No, it's her because she literally does it from her main account. Like, she does not care. Every video she tells me that I'm a bop and that she hopes that my baby. At first I didn't really care, but then she just kept going and going, so then I blocked her. But then she started sending text messages to my actual phone number, so I blocked her number, but that didn't stop her. Now she literally DMs me every day from different accounts, and no matter how many accounts I block, she's still there. So I unblocked her phone number and I texted her. I told her that I didn't understand what her problem was with me because I literally don't talk to her. And I said that she was just super weird for messaging me like literally every day. I don't know, it's giving like obsessed vibes. Why are you so obsessed with me? Girl, I wanna know. Her response was just her talking bad about me again. She was like, well, I just have to let you know what you are. I am not a bop. I don't understand what her fascination is with that. Like, there we are, like, talking back and forth for like 20 minutes. And then she's like, honestly, are you even gonna do anything about it? And honestly, I'm like, you know what? I'm fine just blocking your accounts every time I see them. Like, I don't really want to do anything about it. Honestly, I just wanted to tell you that you were weird. And then she starts talking about how, of course, I wasn't gonna do anything about it because I'm a little. And again, I'm like, the only reason I messaged you was literally just to tell you that you're weird. Like, I didn't want anything else out of this. And there she goes again talking about how I'm just scared. Like, no shit, I'm fucking scared. I don't even know how to fight. That, and I'm literally pregnant. So essentially, homegirl said to show up at this time at this location so that we could talk things out. But I don't even have a problem with her. So honestly, this whole time I have been debating whether or not I should go. Because I'm not gonna lie, homegirl is big, and if she literally sits on me, I will be flat. I will be like, I'm not dumb. I know that if I literally fight her, I'll probably show up in the hospital. But if for whatever reason I actually fight her and I win, there'll be a part 2. But that's highly unlikely because I'm fucking scared.
Get ready with me while I talk about my boyfriend and his girl best friend. More specifically, like, what they do together. For some background information, my boyfriend and his girl best friend have been, like, best friends for, like, 2 years, I'd say. They're super close, and, like, I feel like I can't say anything about it because, like, why should I like stop their like friendship of like 2 years? I obviously trust my boyfriend, so whoever like he wants in his life he can have because I trust him. His parents like have met her, like he brings her over to his house like for dinners and things like that. He snaps her and texts her like every day, and she is one of his like highest streaks. And like so anytime I like bring it up, like I feel awkward about it because like he's like, oh, I don't want to lose the streak. She'll send him like fit pics and like ask for his like opinion on like what she's wearing and like if she should like change or something like that. They also went to the same high school together, so they were like in school like 2 years together. He texts her and says he like misses her and like she does the same, and she like asks to like hang out with him like constantly. She'll visit him at work and like bring him like food that like she makes or like buys for him. They hang out like pretty often. Like she's either at his house or he goes to her house, and like both of their parents like each other. Like what? When he goes on vacation, he'll buy her stuff too. Like he'll like bring her back like a t-shirt, like a keychain, like jewelry. Like she seems super sweet though and like super nice. So I'm not too sure what to think about this. Like there's this big fair that like people go to and it's only like a week long, and I asked him if he could go, like if we could go, and he's like, no, I'm busy, like I have work, and like I had work that week too. But he took his girl best friend like last night. They FaceTime so often, and he like plays Fortnite with her and things. And I don't know, like she'll like play with his friends too. Like they'll play like squads, trios, whatever. And they'll like FaceTime to go to sleep sometimes. Like I'll ask him to FaceTime and be like, I'm FaceTiming already. If she's hungry, he'll like offer to like DoorDash her food and like bring her food. Like I don't know if I should be supportive that he has like other friends, even if it's a girl, or if I should like look more into this. Like I just like don't want to seem like controlling or anything. They'll send each other like cute little TikToks, and like they'll send it like back and forth to each other. He's taking her to his like little niece's birthday party today. I have to go now though, or I'm gonna be late to my boyfriend's niece's birthday party because I'm going as his girl best friend. If my boyfriend had a girl best friend, I'd actually go feral. So thank God I'm his girl best friend.
Proof that even the people you trust the most can still stab you in the back. Just don't get it. Those friendships where you guys have just been through so much together, so no matter how close of friends you are at the moment, you just know you would never do anything to like upset the other person or like against the other person. Guess that's not the case, and it sucks. Like I'm so mad right now, and I'm psycho when I'm mad, and I still like can't get myself to say anything bad about that person to anyone, and I like continue to keep talking good about this person. I'm trying to help them out of a situation they got themselves in the first place after they already did what they did. I'm a no BS type of person, especially with friendships like that. Like you do what that person just did, like forget about it. But just know I still won't go behind your back and say stuff bad about you, even though I really just like would never go behind their backs to jeopardize any situation that they literally already put themselves in. I'm the one sitting here trying to fix it for them. Like I'm such a person that if you do something wrong towards me that I would never do to you, you're not allowed to be associated with me. And it's not just my friendship this person was jeopardizing. No, it was my friendship with another person as well. I'm not coming on here to talk bad about this person whatsoever. I'm literally just coming on here to remind you that if someone is doing something to you that you wouldn't do to them, you do not have to tolerate it. It's 2024 and I'm really in my no BS era, and I thought they would have known that, but I guess they just get to find out for themselves. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good night. Again, this wasn't to like trash on this person whatsoever. Like I'm not trying to like go and do what they did to me. It's just a reminder to you guys that if you're in a similar situation, you don't have to deal with it. I've cut myself off from a lot of people this year, and I've never been happier. As sad as I am in the moment about like a little friendship thing, like in the long run, you're gonna be so much happier not being weighed down by other people's selfishness. So yeah, peace out. Love you guys.